and choose good from bad and be able to identify that. But more important than that is whatever we do for youth should give them hope. Because where there is hope, there is life. If you don't have hope, you're dead, even if you're physically alive. So, what can we do to give them hope? This will be, I mean, one is, of course, we have to start with ourselves. We have to look after, youth should look after themselves from the point of view of, physical health, as Sir said, meditation, mindfulness, digital hygiene, not more than 3 hours of social media a day, and that's the upper limit. How to develop skills, again, find your passion. The Japanese call it ikigai. What makes you wake up in the morning? What is it that you want to do? What is it that you love to do? And then you'll be able to develop that line very beautifully through your life. And not to feel bad to seek help. Mental illness is also an illness. So when we are sick, we go to the doctor. When we are mentally unsettled, we can go to our parents, to our mentors, to any support group, our peer group, or to a professional like we have over here. Next level is the family and the community. So one is obviously that supportive relationships. The parents always have to be there to listen to the children, not just hear them, but listen to them anytime they need them. A mentor is very important in life. A mentor is one who guides you through life. I'm not talking about a godfather who just takes you from one place and plonks you somewhere else. It's someone who shows you how to tread that path. Someone who has the experience, someone who has the empathy, someone who has the time for you, someone who genuinely cares for you and is a good communicator. And don't be judgmental. Nobody around youth can be judgmental because we look at things from our own perspectives, but reality is very different. That's what we call relative wisdom and absolute wisdom. Parents obviously have to be role models. It's not such a big deal in India, but in the US, where there are so many single-parent families, it is very difficult. In places like Japan and China, it is latchkey kids. The parents are never at home. The key is under the mat. You let yourself in and do what you want. No? Of course, provide opportunities for leadership. We spoke earlier about Interact, Rotaract, RILA, Rotary, youth exchange programs across the world. These are all very important in building up the confidence of youth. Lastly comes institutional and societal strategies. Your educational institution should have the facility to have counselors at least once a week for the students. Again, non-judgmental staff. Teachers should be sensitive to their students' needs. Media can be responsible. I'm talking about at least the print media because you cannot control social media. And facilitate a future. I mean, youth should know where they are going. Can we shift to some vocational training? In Germany, beyond a certain standard in school, you're just pushed into vocational training, whether you like it or not, because you do not have the faculty to move further in academics. Over here, we pay capitation fees and get the seat of our choice. Not a very good deal, because like a politician, you pay a capitation fee, you pay for your seat, you need to get it back. Then the primary thought is not service, but how can I recover my money soonest? Last, let us not depend on the government. As Ronald Reagan famously said, that one of the most frightening sentences in the English language is, I am from the government and I am here to help you. That will never happen, so we will have to figure it out for ourselves. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. That was a very wonderful, detailed explanation of how, as a complete society, communities, we can actually support our youth. I would like to ask us, there's a question from the audience to Ali, sir. So nowadays, the youth are addicted to online games like PUBG and all those things. They're giving up their education, not listening to their parents. And what are the remedies for such problems? What are your solutions, sir? What are your advices?
If you go to any doctor saying that I've got fever, I'm not feeling well, the doctor would say, I want to find out the cause. I'll do medical, their blood test, I'll take an X-ray. When I find out the cause, then only I'll treat the ailment. Just because you got fever, the doctor is not going to prescribe medicine. The same thing applies in mental health. When we say people are getting too attached or too addicted to social media, the question is not how much time, what are they doing? The question is why are they doing? As elders, are we providing them with the right platforms, the right choices, the right alternatives? Why is it that a child hates history in the school but comes back and sees historical movies or serials on the TV? It is the way we are presenting. I personally feel, as I grow older and older, I feel we are having too much expectations from the youth and we are giving them too little. Let's take a simple example. I'm an Indian. I'll talk only about Indian boys and girls. I'm only interested in them. We talk about our education system. Everybody criticizes our education system. But check all the top people anywhere in the world. Sundar Pichai of Google, Satya Nadella of Microsoft, President of the World Bank, President and CEO of PepsiCo. I can go on reeling. They are not only Indians, they are Indians who studied in India and then went abroad. Not only that, a person studies engineering in IIT Delhi and he becomes the governor of Reserve Bank of India. What is this thing that we have to give and what we are not giving them, and why are we having the same people who are there doing so well internationally? Why are they not doing? Today morning, I was with a friend of mine who was a classmate of Sundar Pichai in IIT Kharagpur. Brilliant man, very hardworking, has done immense service, but nobody knows him. Everybody knows Sundar Pichai because he went to America. We are not giving them the level playing field. I hope all of you have seen Three Idiots. There's a Rancho and there is a Chatur. The question is, what do we want our youth to be, Ranchos or Chaturs? Amir Khan tells his director that even a tiger, if you whip it, it goes and sits on that stool obediently. But we tell that tiger is well trained, not well educated. Do we want well trained youth? Or do we want well educated youth? Are we giving them that opportunity? Are we listening to what they have to say? Today they have so much to teach us, and we only talk about, okay, let's talk about social media. Let's sit and have a platform instead of we being here. Let us have these so-called addicts to social media sitting here and telling us why they feel the social media is so important to them. We'll get to learn so much. Are we taking that trouble is my question. Lastly, I'll tell you one thing. In America, when lots of shootings started taking place, even school children going and shooting people, there was a hue and cry. They said, guns should be banned. Guns should not be allowed to be sold freely. That is why so much of killing is happening. The Association of Gun Manufacturers and Dealers put out an advertisement in which they said, guns do not kill people. People do. The answer is obvious.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. That was really nice. Anything Indian, we neglect it. It was very well expressed. Thank you. So it's time for us to give voice to our children and also check what the reasons for addictions. With this, when sir has spoken that about guns and a lot of issues, that's now an international problem too. There's a question from the audience, and I would like to ask this to ma'am itself. 60% of the youth of the nation are going in the wrong direction, wrong way, and they're spoiling their lives. And the child wants to know, he's a youth, he wants to know, can't the nation or the globe control this? What are your ideologies and your methods, probably simple ones we can put into action so that we can change the world?
Well, I hope I've got your question right. You made a statement that 60% of our youth,
Youth are going in the wrong direction.
going in the
wrong
wrong
direction in the
direction.
sense of addictions and other things.
All right. So I'd like to differ a little there, and I'd like to say that if a student is wrong, or if a student is making a mistake, I think it is the surrounding, it is the environment, it is a society that has been a promoter of this kind of a behavior. So I do not want to declare that this many youth are wrong. Who am I to say that? Because what is the right and what is the wrong is something that is most decided by the situation they are in. So many times it is easy for me to sit here and judge another person and say he or she is doing the wrong thing, or say that he or she is not right. But I have not been in the shoes of that person. And I do not know the circumstances or the situation that has led a person to be a certain way. Therefore, it is not really the right way to think that our youth are going astray. I won't believe that, because I still think there is hope. I still believe that youth have a better knowledge of choosing what is right and wrong. What we need to do as citizens of this country is to provide the kind of support that they need physically, socially, psychologically, and social wise in society, that the youth will not take the wrong way. Again, when I say that, it is not enough for parents or teachers to force something to a student. It doesn't happen. You need to be the example that you want them to follow. I cannot do the wrong things and tell my child, no, this is not what you should do. Children and youth are not listening to you, but they are watching you. So unless and until we as seniors, if you call ourselves seniors or if you call ourselves leaders, unless we set the example, how do you expect them to follow the right path? It's important we have a responsibility. We need to ensure that we are doing the right thing so that what the youth see is the reflection of what we want them to be tomorrow. I would say if the youth are going astray, I am responsible, the seniors are responsible, the society is responsible in a big way. Because youth have it all in front of them. They need to choose. How do they choose? Unless the guidance is right, the atmosphere is right, the environment is right, you can't expect a child or a youngster to choose the right thing. I am not justifying anything wrong that is happening in the world, but I am only awakening our own minds to understand we have a bigger responsibility in making youth aware of their responsibilities. They need to see us and they need to follow us by looking at us, and we need to lead by example. We need to talk less, act more. We need to walk the right path so that they see you and follow what they're doing. If you're in a certain profession, if you're in a certain situation, you want the others to ask you, how come you're doing this, and come to your path. By forcing, nothing happens in the world. Even peace cannot be achieved by force. It can only be achieved by example, by patience, by showing the way. And that is where we are going wrong. Time for us to show the way, to be in the right way, and to lead the way in the right path. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. This was a question by the student, was very well answered. And thank you so much for that. I have a very surprise round for all the panelists here. I have a rapid fire round, a very fast, quick answers from all of you. Elizabeth, ma'am, in one word, what would you describe the today's youth? In one word, a rapid fire round this is. I want you to answer in one word. What would that one word you will describe the youth of today? Sir, madam, your mic.
Celebration.
So, youth is celebration. Wonderful. Peace begins with. Yeah.
Patience.
Peace begins with patience. Thank you so much, ma'am. Lokesh Babu, sir. Stress buster in one word.
Affection.
Oh, thank you.
Actually.
Therapy in 3 words.
Therapy is basically understanding, supporting, and being there instead of criticism and making the other person feel bad.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Harishankar, sir, meditation. Morning, evening, or any time. Meditation is good in the morning or in the evening or any time.
Anytime it is good, madam, but preferably morning.
Preferably morning, anytime is okay. Inner peace is by choice or by practice?
Both.
Both. Thank you, sir. I would like to ask Kailash Advani, sir, digital world, it's friend or an enemy?
That's left to you. As I said, everything has two sides.
Okay, yes, sir. The one app you would recommend for peace?
You need a moral compass. So find a guide, a philosophy that will keep you on the right path.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಇಂಥ ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದ ಪ್ಯಾನಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳಿದಂಥ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ವಿಚಾರಗಳನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿ, ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊತೀನಿ. ಅದನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬದುಕುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅನ್ವಯಿಸೋದು, ಅಳವಡಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಅಳವಡಿಸೋಕ್ಕೂ ಮುಂಚೆ ಅವರ ಮಾತುಗಳು ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಯಿತು, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯಿತು ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ವಿಚಾರ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆಗಳ ಮೂಲಕ ನಮಗೆ ಬರಲಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಆಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ದೀಸ್ ವಂಡರ್ಫುಲ್ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಯು ಶೇರ್ಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಅಸ್. Wishing you all your dreams come true, because every leader sitting on the stage out here have very high dreams to reach to the youth and support them. Thank you all once again for your time and your patient answers. Now it's time to felicitate our wonderful panelists. I request the team
Thank
to...
you, Dr. Padmakshi. So thank you once again to our inspiring panelists for your honesty, clarity and courage. Your voices remind us that when youth speak, the world learns, and when youth lead, the world changes. Thank you once again. I'd like to call upon Guruji and Dr. Nagaraja Rao sir to felicitate the panelists. I'd also like to invite all the students who participated in the art program.
This panel discussion mainly was concerned with the art and yoga and inner peace and mental health. The art which has been displayed outside, please ದಯಮಾಡಿ ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಸೆಲ್ಫಿಗಳನ್ನು ತೆಕ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಆ ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಟ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಬರಲಿ ಜೋರಾದ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ. The art is to clap for the people standing on the stage. Artists on the stage, and the time to felicitate all of them. Thank you so much for that wonderful work. Art helps in relaxation, stress-free life, and it also makes your life better. This is a message we want to give from Global Yoga Summit 2025 to all of you present here. ಈ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದಿನ ಜನಾಂಗ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಬರಲಿ ಜೋರಾದ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ. I also request Priya, the artist, a global artist, very famous for Tanjavur painting, to also come on to the stage. Priya, Priyadarshini Naveen. ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲಿರೋ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ಯಾನಲಿಸ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಬರಲಿ ಜೋರಾದ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ. ಅವರ ಸಮಯ ಪ್ರಜ್ಞೆ, ಅವರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಅದ್ಭುತವಾಗಿ ಹಂಚ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮುಂದಿರೋ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗಣ್ಯರೇ ದಯಮಾಡಿ ಜೋರಾದ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ ನಮ್ಮ ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲಿರೋ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ಯಾನಲಿಸ್ಟ್ಗಳಿಗೆ. ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲಿರೋ ಪ್ಯಾನಲಿಸ್ಟ್ಗಳ ಹೆಸರುಗಳನ್ನು ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ. ರೋಟೇರಿಯನ್ ಎಲಿಜಬೆತ್ ಶೆರಿಯನ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, DG of 3192, Dr. Ali Khwaja, the head of Banjara Academy. Dr. Ali Khwaja sir, Chairman and founder of Banjara Academy. Dr. Lokesh Babu, neuropsychiatrist from Tumkur. Shri Hari Shankar sir, a businessman and spiritual master. Shri Kailash Advani sir, a mentor, CEO, consultant, Vaswani Group. And This is yours truly, Dr. Padmakshi Lokesh, signing off. Have a great evening and a great Global Yoga Summit 2025, all of you. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ ನಮಗೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಮಾತುಗಳು ನಿಮಗೆ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
Thank you once again. So, ladies and gentlemen, we now move into a session that sits at the very heart of the future of our nation, the importance of mental health in higher education. Higher education is not just about academic excellence, it's about shaping responsibility, resilient, emotionally balanced adults. And yet, the number tells us a story we cannot ignore. According to the statistics, almost 35% of the university students globally report symptoms of anxiety and depression. In India, the UGC has recently emphasized mental wellness programs, counseling cells, and stress management frameworks, a clear sign that this issue needs urgent systemic attention. Between academic pressure, competitive environments, financial concerns, shifting career landscapes, and personal transitions, today's students are facing unprecedented emotional strain. This isn't just a health concern, it is an educational, social, and institutional responsibility. And today's panel is nothing short of extraordinary, a gathering of respected vice chancellors, each a visionary leader shaping the intellectual and emotional climate of their institution. Their collective wisdom offers us a 360-degree view of the challenges, solutions, and opportunities in supporting student wellness. So please join me in welcoming our distinguished vice chancellors for this important discussion. Our first panel, Dr. M.K. Nagaraja Rao, Pro-Chancellor, Yoga University of the Americas. I kindly request him on the dais. A warm welcome to Dr. Nagaraja Rao. So, Dr. Nagaraja Rao, a revered international yoga acharya with over 3 decades of experience in traditional yogic sciences. He holds a PhD in yoga and has played a pivotal role in shaping academic standards and teaching training globally through the Yoga University of the Americas. His work beautifully blends ancient yogic wisdom with modern education systems, making him an authority on the integration of yoga and mental well-being in learning environments. We are honored to have him with us today. A big round of applause to Dr. Nagaraja Rao. Next on the panel, we have Dr. K. Ravi Acharya, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Miles Leadership University. Doctor is an inspiring academic leader known for his transformational approach to higher education with degrees in the MTech, MBA, and PhD, and recognition across fields like human psychology, leadership, and Gandhian philosophy. He brings a global perspective shaped by his multilingual and multicultural engagement. His leadership at the Miles Leadership University focuses on empowering young minds for global citizenship, placing immense value on the emotional intelligence and mental resilience. We warmly welcome Dr. Acharya to the panel. A big round of applause to Dr. Acharya. Third on the list, we have Dr. M. Manoharan, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Yoga University of the Americas. Joining the panel, Manoharan Sir, a globally experienced biomedical scientist and academic administrator with advanced research work completed at prestigious universities including NIH, Duke University, and universities in the US. Doctor has significantly contributed to the physiology and medical education. His deep understanding of human biology, stress psychophysiology, and mind-body health adds a powerful scientific foundation to today's discussion on mental well-being. We are privileged to have him here as well. A big round of applause to Dr. Manoharan. This session will be led and structured by an expert